Big one. Oh shit. Huh? Oh my god. This would also make a great bookmark.
Why are pop stars so cool? Because they have a lot of fans.
So to your teachers, have a good day and always do your...
Play it. Play the drums. Yeah.
I'm very comforting. Like a nice.
Hello. Today was another busy day. Something very dramatic happened to me today, actually, that I will go ahead and share with you. But I went to Hmart, as you saw, and I was sitting with my friend's baby, and this grandma came and saw the baby, my friend's baby, and was like, oh, what a cute baby. And if it was like a normal grandma, just a normal person, she would say, what a cute baby, and then go on her merry way. But instead, she stopped and like picked up the baby that she saw for the first time and like plopped him on his chair and was talking my ear off. And then my friend came because she saw this strange lady putting hands on her child. And she had brought a cup of ice for her toddler to chew on because that's what he likes. And then the grandma started scolding us like, don't let the baby chew ice like on something cold. That's so bad for his health. And just started telling us about how like the kids that she raised, the mistakes that she made with them, and the poor health that they're in now because of them drinking cold beverages as children. And I personally like the elders, and I just know that they don't have enough people to talk to. And so I always make a very conscious effort. If I am speaking to a senior citizen, I look them in the eye and listen to them. Several years ago, I had a eureka moment because I realized that there's a lot of grandmas out there who probably spent their entire lives never being really listened to. And by that, I mean they probably don't have too many people actually looking them in the eye and listening to them. Pretty simple, but I just had a thought that that might be the case for many an elderly lady. And so I carried this thought experiment on my grandma, on my grandmother-in-law, and it worked like a charm. It visibly changed their entire physical form, like their faces, their bodily expressions like opened up. They had this look in their eye because they felt like they were being listened to. So ever since, I've just never been able to ignore an older person if they were talking to me. So this, unbeknownst to us, grandma was talking her ear off at Hmart, and then she looks at me and asks, are you a grandmother too? Because you seem to know what you're talking about. You seem to understand what I'm saying. And I was like, no, I am not a grandmother. And look, I admit I often tend to act older than my actual age. I do purposely project a more mature personality. And that is essentially what this lady was trying to tell me, that I seem very mature. And, I don't want you to think that she's a crazy lady, because crazy is such a, like, what does that really mean? I'm sure there are plenty of crazy ladies in the 19th century, right? So all she really meant by her comment was, I seem very mature, and I am. But at the same time, it was just one of those feelings where I have been wanting something very tongue-in-cheek. And then once I actually got it for real, I realized, oh, I very much don't want this. No, thank you. And it's and so I just freaked out the rest of the day about it, and I had a couple other Korean mom friends around me, and they would totally understand my feelings, like, to a T. And so I was telling a few of them all day, and they freaked out along with me. Even my social media name, Modern Ajumma. Ajumma is also like a pejorative term. It essentially means like madam as opposed to mademoiselle, or senora as opposed to senorita. And literally it just means, are you a mother? That means that you are an ajumma if you have children. And plenty of women who are technically grandmothers don't even like to be called this term, because it's a patriarchal thing, and they don't want to acknowledge this identity for themselves. And so my friend was saying, I freak out if anyone even calls me Ajumma. So that is really like the essence of why I picked my social media name, Modern Ajumma, because I'm embracing that title and, projecting being older than I really am. And today I really got a taste of my own medicine. And I'm fully aware that I'm behaving like one, sitting here in my pajamas with my hair up in a turban, and just night after night of editing these Vlogmas videos where I look like shit. Like, I know that I shouldn't be taking this so much to heart, but I still feel a little bit like, oh, I need to work on myself. So that was the predominant occurrence of the day. How is yours? I'm pretty jazzed about this adorable cat lip balm. Feels good too. And other than that, I genuinely had a great day today. Hanging out with my friend, getting groceries, bonding together. We were talking about giving our parents allowances. In Korean culture, for the current millennials, there is a thing where, since there are quite a few of us who have been pushed to get like the top-notch white-collar professions, are now able to gift their parents like allowances, cash allowances, in terms of tens of thousands of dollars. And so my friend and I were talking about that, and how we are not in that position ourselves. Alas, we don't feel bad about it. But it was just a part of our culture that we were bonding over, and we're both lucky to have mothers who don't put that guilt trip on us. And we both acknowledge to them how grateful we are. It's a case of their friends bragging about their kids who do that for them, and then they tell us, or we hear about it, similar situations from our friends who are also Korean millennials. And that was the specific topic that we were both commiserating together about. Is this just a Korean millennial thing? It has to be across multiple cultures. It must be, but definitely part of Korean culture for sure. And then I took my son to his school's outdoor movie night, and it was really nice to see him socialize with all of his friends and have a happy childhood. I did not read a word today. Like, that dramatic moment happened pretty much first thing in the morning, so after that kind of just floated throughout the day, muttering to myself alternately, how dare she and how do I fix myself? So that was the day. I love this lip balm. And I love the parasol that I got for today's advent calendar. What a delight. It looks like it's gonna rain very soon. It's been so foggy lately. Yeah, as I sit here putting on my skincare so that I don't wrinkle and look like a grandma, going, so what if I look like a grandma? Yeah, I have no words. I'm not about to stop looking at women in their eyes and listening to them. If you were wondering, when I told my Korean friends about what happened, they were like, oh, she's a Korean grandma. Because Koreans are very blunt, and then the Americanized ones have learned to not be that way if they want to assimilate. I think about 4 years ago when I was in Korea, we were walking by the zillions of shops that they have there, and a grandma was yelling at me, I have plus sizes for you. Come shop at my store. And that is very typical Korean behavior. So it's definitely not just one crazy woman. So, or vlogmasing, I talk about my days, and that was my day. And yeah, now I'm about to edit and put this on the internet. And then probably tomorrow I will be putting on the smokiest eye and wearing some real clothes, unrelated. So I hope your day was good. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.